All right, good morning and welcome in to Win for Breakfast. It's 8:20 on a Thursday, no, Wednesday morning. Oh boy, we're all well, maybe we aren't all confused, but I certainly am. But Ralph, thank you very much for letting me know what day it is because I could use the help. And Ralph, thank you, Ralph Basiliere. We hear the messages all the time here on the WHAV, and thanks for coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Well, and you brought a guest with you today.
I did. I brought Linda Baxter, one of my commissioners, who I affectionately call the Colonel.
The Colonel. See, already this morning I've given her Baxter State Park in Maine, and she claims it's not hers.
I wish it was.
All right. So tell me, what's the latest update? I know that you've been busy telling folks about the Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
Well, we have a fundraiser coming up at the Garibaldi Club a week from tonight, August 21st at 6 o'clock. We're calling it the Tour of Italy, which means that we're going to be serving Italian food, which is catered by Mike's famous roast beef and pizza. And it's going to be a good time. We're going to have raffles. It's our first fundraiser, which gives us a chance not only to raise funds and to reach out to our partners in the community, but it also gives us a chance to reevaluate ourselves, to evaluate ourselves on how we do a fundraiser moving forward. It'll be a chance to take a next morning after action hard target look at what we've done right and what we need to improve. But it promises to be a good time. Got a lot of great sponsors, and we're looking forward to it.
And Linda, what's your role been with this event that's coming up?
I have been on the commission from the beginning. I'm on it because I lost a brother in Vietnam. It's been a pleasure working with this group of people, trying to raise funds for what should be a very beautiful tribute to our 13 men lost in Vietnam.
Yeah, 13. That's a lot of people. And I have had a chance to see the new location over at Mill
Brook Park.
Mill Brook Park, and it's beautiful. And you got some work to do, though, huh?
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. We're working right now with an artist, and we're working with contractors to get estimates. One thing that was surprising to me, not totally surprising, but has been a surprise, is how long the planning phase takes. It takes a long time to plan these things. Monuments, you have to work with artists, you enter conversations with them, a number of contractors, but we have been able to do about $50,000 worth of improvements to the park so far, largely thanks to Mayor Ferrantini, who installed curbing and drainage and did a lot of tree work over there with the Parks Department. And in September, we're going to be planting some of the trees that will be part of the final project. It'll be the appropriate time to plant, and he's allotted some money for us, so we appreciate that. We are moving forward. We've had Noonan's over there recently. They did a great job, and Cutting Edge Lawn Service has been taking care of the lawn cutting for us, and the park looks good. We're a long way from where we have to be, but in the meantime, we're keeping the place maintained.
Well, it certainly is. It's nice to. It was nice to have it at the foot of the Basiliere Bridge, but this is just a beautiful location.
It should be a very beautiful park, very restful, a place where Vietnam vets can go to meditate, and for families to go and visit and realize a piece of Haverhill's history.
Now, Linda, have you been involved with the design work as well?
I have. I was over there weeding, actually.
Yeah. Linda is involved in everything. Every meeting I take Linda with me. She is that perfect combination for this commission of true patriotism and filial piety, which is the reason the sun shines on her soul.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, tell us a little bit more about the fundraiser that's going to be taking place coming up a week from tonight.
Well, it's as I said, it's going to be Italian food. It's going to be at the Garibaldi Club. Tickets are nearly sold out. I might not make it to noontime before we reach our limit on tickets because, of course, there's a capacity. So we've been doing a lot of math and figuring out, talking to a lot of people about, well, if a place has 125 capacity and people come and they leave and X tickets are sold, but only so many people come, how many can we actually sell? And we settled out at 175 tickets. I already know, I've done the math, that it is going to be financially a success. Then the next day, we have to take a look at it, but it's really going to be, there's going to be a lot of raffles there. We have a number of great sponsors who have made this event possible, and we're really looking forward to it. It's our first fundraiser. We've raised approximately $35,000 already in total, to include what Senator DeZoglio got us, $15,000, which is in transit, and again, we're really looking forward to this. We're going to have a fun night, and we're going to see exactly where we're at as a commission.
Now, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, it surprised me how much the total price is estimated to be. It's what's like $250,000?
Yeah, $250,000 is the estimated price. Now, in that figure, of course, we've already executed about $30,000 in DPW contracts, and I don't know an exact figure, but a roundabout figure of the trees the mayor's going to give us is about $20,000. So those things, go in the right direction. We're going to have a really, in about a week, a hard target look at everything because Amanda Buckley, the new VSO, who has a degree in marketing, is giving us our fundraising and marketing and construction plan. They're all integrated. So we're going to have that professional planning done, which is a really big deal. And I'm glad the mayor appointed her to the commission because that's exactly what we need, someone who does that type of planning. I've never done this before, and so I'm going to be really glad to have a playbook.
Well, now you are going to be the expert. I don't see any tickets hanging out of your pockets, by the way.
Well, that's because there's not a lot left. I mean, the time to buy tickets if you want to come is now.
And they can just basically stop you on the street?
Yeah, people can call me. My cell's 978-891-2281. You can call me if you need tickets. They have gone very quick. I was told by one sponsor today that some family members couldn't come, so I might have a half a dozen more by the end of the day than I thought, but those will go quick as well.
All right. Now, you mentioned some sponsors. You want to tell us who they are?
Yeah, well, right away, the people we went to and built our coalition around, Davco Excavating, Atwood Memorial, Mike's Famous Pizza and Roast Beef, Como Funeral Home, Haverhill Bank, Pentucket Bank. I know I'm going to miss one. This is always the problem with having a list. But we have 8 sponsors who have jumped in. They're all wonderful. They'll all be on our program. And we really appreciate the MVets. The MVets is one of our sponsors. I think I got everyone.
And Linda, do you have some good raffle prizes for next week?
We do. We have several baskets being put together by commission members, restaurant gift certificates, an iPad, a notebook, lots of good stuff.
Excellent. All right. Well, anything else that you'd like to mention while you're here?
As a matter of fact, it is time for what we need in addition to our sponsors is we need individual people to start sending us those $5 and $10 and $25 donations that add up. I mean, there's 64,000 people in Haverhill. If I could get about $2.75 from each one, we'll go over the top.
Excellent. All right. And they send it to City Hall, is that?
Yes, it goes. Donations are, checks are made out to the City of Haverhill. In the memo line, you put Memorial Gift Fund. It goes into a tax-exempt separate bank account of ours, and it gets sent to the Treasurer's office, which is room 114 at 4 Summer Street.
All right. Well, Ralph and Linda, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
My pleasure to have you here. Linda Baxter, Ralph Basiliere with the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Park, and by all means, get your tickets because they're going fast. It is coming up to 8:30. We'll take a look at the news coming along in just a couple of minutes here on the WAV 97.9 WHAV FM.
Win Damon, WHAV.